Yes, yes.
What? I didn't know. Look, I said to myself personally, Andy, I really said, I said on Instagram, I said, oh no, because I literally lick my he thinks I'm gay.
Stop whatever you're doing, because 50 Cent didn't just throw a shot at Papoose this time. He walked up to the man's entire relationship, pulled up a chair, and said 4 words that shook the internet. I have the footage. And if that wasn't enough to drop your jaw, the alleged side dude didn't run, didn't hide. He raised his hand in public and said, I picked out that bed. Sir, WHO says that out loud. By the end of this video, you're going to see exactly why nobody in this triangle walks away clean, and why the one detail everybody skipped is the loudest one of all. Don't you dare click off. Welcome back to Celeb Spill, the only place where we don't guess. We pull the receipts and read them out loud, line by line. If you caught part 1, you already watched Remy Ma set that whole marriage on fire. Well, baby, the smoke drifted 3 houses down and landed right on Papoose's relationship with Claressa Shields. And the man holding the match? None other than 50 Cent. New here? Hit subscribe right now, because this saga has more plot twists than a Netflix series, and part 3 is already writing itself. Grab your snacks, lock the door, let's get into it. Now, before we get to the footage, you need to understand how we even got here, because this didn't start with Claressa. It started with Remy. The whole beef stems from comments 50 made about Remy Ma back when she was still married to Papoose. They traded shots online. They traded AI videos back and forth, and then Papoose decided to make it musical. He dropped his diss track, Agent Provocateur, going at 50 hard. So what does a man like 50 Cent do when you come at him with a whole song? He doesn't drop a song back. No. He does something far more surgical. He aims straight at the girlfriend. That is the 50 Cent playbook, baby. He doesn't hit you where it's fair. He hits you where it hurts. And that right there is the moment this went from a rap beef to a full-blown scandal that nobody saw coming. Watch how petty and precise this next move was, because this wasn't a random shot in the dark. He posted a photo of Shields and Papoose posing side by side, but with their faces swapped, and captioned it saying he had the Ring camera videos. A face swap and an accusation in one post. That's not an accident. Baby, that's a man who woke up and chose chaos with intention. He didn't stumble into this. He planned it like a chess move. And here's why the internet took it dead serious instead of laughing it off. 50 Cent has a documented track record of actually posting surveillance footage when he's beefing with people. When he feuded with Jim Jones, he leaked CCTV clips, and that video went viral. He wasn't just talking, he had the receipts. So when this man says, I have footage, history doesn't laugh. History whispers. He just might. And that's the thing that turns a petty troll post into something that keeps you up at night, wondering what's really on that camera. Now, Claressa Shields is a champion, undisputed, undefeated, and she was not about to let this slide. She came out swinging like she does in the ring. She denied it flat out, tweeting that she'd reached a new level of stardom, with 50 out here lying on her, and called herself the G-Way T. And she didn't stop at a clapback. She vehemently denied the accusations and promised legal action against 50 Cent for defamation. Lawyers, loading, and then it got even sharper. She basically told him straight up he was getting sued, that he can't lie and put bodies on her. Strong, confident, champion energy, case closed, right? Wrong. Because here's the thing about defending yourself loudly, it only works if nobody else is holding a different story.
Telling everybody with your, now you're finna go to 50 page with your big blockhead, you're finna go to your page. 50. That's sad. That's sad. So this dude been clout chasing since he tried to tell the geisha black girl, tried to tell her that me and him was a thing. Back then, I checked him back then. So when I realized that his page got all this stuff about me on his page, I hit him and said, hey yo, delete me off your page.
And right when she thought she'd shut it all the way down, somebody else decided to open their mouth. And baby, that's the exact moment this whole thing flipped upside down and landed on its head. The man 50 named, Maserati Bud, did the one thing absolutely nobody expected. He didn't deny it, he confirmed it out loud, on camera, with details so specific it made everybody uncomfortable.
What's that? See, I've been trying to spare you, Claressa. Even when Geisha 305 put that shit up there, I told her to take that shit down. But since you want to play with a real, see, I'm from the crib, I'm from Miami, right? And we don't talk about what we do and how we do shit, right? But me and my dog 5 was already on the phone before I even talked to you. He told me that, man, boy, just play, man, just dumb that shit down. That's why I said my dog Petty Ass Jackson. Because he told me to play it like that, and I was gonna play it like that and play dumb, and I wasn't gonna respond. I don't even play with the internet. But since you want to record phone calls, guess what? I'm finna release all this footage. Yeah, that's right. I said I'm finna release the footage, man. Yeah, on Christmas, I was inside the crib. When you was on FaceTime, Papoose, I got the video. When she FaceTiming you, guess what? I'm sitting right there in the living room at the same chair that I helped her get for her homewarming gift. That bed, I picked out that bed. The bed with the TV.
Let me read you exactly what this man said, because you need to hear every word of this. He claimed that on Christmas, while Papoose was on FaceTime, he was sitting right there in the living room. He said he picked out that bed, picked out all the furniture in that house, and claimed he had a lot of behind the scenes footage. The bead. He said he picked out the bed. That is a level of petty I did not even know was legally available. And then he went fully nuclear. He said he was now planning to release the footage after Papoose and Shields threatened legal action. So the lawsuit threat didn't scare him one bit. It dared him. It lit a whole fire under him. That is not the behavior of a man who's bluffing. That's a man reaching into his pocket for the receipts and asking everybody to gather round. Now, here's where Claressa did something that made it messier, not cleaner. And I say this with love because I don't think it landed how she thought it would. She tried to defend herself with proof, and the proof opened a brand new can of worms. Fans found it hard to believe she was totally innocent, especially after she dropped texts between her and Maserati Bud that confirmed the two communicated while she was with Papoose. She used them as proof she was never intimate with him, although he says otherwise. Baby, listen to me. When your entire defense is, yes, we texted, but nothing happened, and the internet is sitting there squinting going, so why are there texts at all? That is not the mic drop you think it is. That's handing the jury more evidence. And the fans clocked it in about 2 seconds flat. One media personality shared it with the caption, Claressa Shields says nothing happened. So why are there texts? The court of public opinion does not need a warrant, and it does not play fair. And then the fans started noticing something bigger, a pattern. And this is the part that actually made 50 himself look a little sideways too. One fan said 50 is weird for going after her, but not the man he's actually beefing with, and said they see a pattern there. Ooh, and they had a point, because think about it with me, the beef is with Papoose. The diss track came from Papoose. But the person getting dragged face first through the mud is a woman who wasn't even in the original fight. Another fan went even harder, joking about how Papoose keeps getting cheated on, calling him the Cardi B or Khloe Kardashian of this whole situation. And listen, that's a joke, but it's the kind of joke that stings because it's pointing at something real. Between Remy in part 1 and Claressa right now, the internet is asking a genuine question. Is this bad luck? Or is there something these two situations have in common that nobody wants to say out loud? Now let me connect this all the way back to part 1, because this is the part that gives me actual chills. Remember what Remy alleged in that live? That private footage, sex tapes, got used as a weapon inside her marriage. Now here we are, brand new relationship, brand new woman, completely different year. And once again, the entire scandal is built around private footage, ring cameras, behind the scenes videos, threats to release, same exact theme, different names in the caption. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you who's lying and who's telling the truth. That is not my job, and I don't have that footage. My job is to hold up the receipts and let you see them laid side by side. And when the same storyline keeps circling the same man in two different relationships, years apart, baby, that stops being a coincidence and starts being a pattern. And patterns don't care whose name is in the footage. So tell me, you think 50 actually has that footage, or is he trolling like he always does? And is Claressa's a victim getting dragged, or is there fire under all this smoke? Drop a ton if you think it's real, a 2 if you think he's bluffing. See you on the next spill.